fam, you would think that I'd be making a video over the extravaganza event and the confirmed shinies. Shiny Wynot, Shiny Togepi, and Shiny Magmie have been confirmed hatch for sure. But there's something else that's making headlines today, and will make headlines probably for the next few days, is that maps and third-party trackers are down. Yes, that is right. Trackers and maps like Gym Hunter or any other type of service that actually tracks Pokemon spawns or raid timers are down. And I'll have the link for the Pokemon Go Hub article going over that fully. Zerogon, aka Antonio, did get an interview with one of the Poke devs that actually do the APIs for these third-party services, and Niantic has changed them. There is no time frame on when these will be fixed, and we're going to talk about the controversial topic of maps and third-party scanners and whatnot anyway, but I just will shortly kind of summarize of what the PokeGo devs said. Again, link down below. Make sure you read that article. It's a very good read. But they said it could take 3 weeks, it could take 5 weeks. They don't know how they're going to solve this issue or how long it's going to take. But now, the controversy of maps and scanners. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room. Those are, indeed, against the terms of service. Now, I know that butt hurts a lot of people because you're cheating. You are. Yes, you are. And some people like to think that they're not and that they're important, but you're cheating, okay? Let's just address that. That's the truth. Now, with that being said, are these very handy? Absolutely. Me personally, I use Gym Hunter. I want to know where the raids are so we can meet up with our community around here and smash some raids together. Absolutely love Gym Hunter, but it's down and we don't know how long it's going to take. That stinks. Now let's look at scanners. Personally, I've never used a Pokemon scanner like at all. I don't hunt for scanned high IV Pokemon. I don't 100% IV hunt Pokemon, nothing. I do have a couple scanners in the area, but I do not use them. I actually don't have access to them, to be honest. That's a whole nother story. But they're down, and they're cheating too. And honestly, I'm kind of glad about this. Because if PvP is going to come out this year, because it's on the roadmap, and there's a high chance that it might come out this year, is people can go look for 100% IV powerful Pokemon like Bagon to get 100% IV Salamence and etc. They will have the upper advantage once PvP comes out. And Trainer Tips did a video about PvP and the scanners and whatnot. Actually, there's 2 different videos, but he never addressed the issue that people getting very high powerful Pokemon in the now will affect PvP in the future, because those people are going to be super overpowering. Now, of course, he mentioned the way to change the gap is having a way to implement powering up the IVs of your Pokemon. Let's say you have a 91% IV Pokemon. It has an item that you can give it, and it'll boost its IVs, so players who do not cheat can get better IV Pokemon by training them, by giving them an item, something like that. So that would balance it out. But if that doesn't come in the game, again, people who use scanners will have the advantage in PvP, and this is an issue. Now, regarding the terms of service and it being cheating the whole 9 yards, and people are absolutely furious about this, you need to change your attitude. We need to stop being furious about all this stuff and think of what can we do? What can we do to solve this issue? If Niantic would implement a better tracking system in-game, we wouldn't have to rely on third-party trackers. If Niantic would do a better job of being able to meet up with people and know where raids are, we wouldn't be using third-party maps. So instead of getting angry at Niantic, we need to start telling them, listen, you need to put a better system in place for the game. And maybe that's what Niantic is doing by shutting these down, because they're helping the game. Niantic is making some money off the game through these third-party apps and whatnot, the APIs. But to people who say Niantic's going to lose a lot of money, that's just not true. Maybe a little bit of money in the short term, but Niantic's been killing it in 2018. They're making plenty of money by giving us really good deals in the stores and giving us really good events. So Niantic, even though they're going to lose a little bit of money, they're obviously not money hungry because they're killing it this year. So for those people who make that argument, that is invalid. But anyways, yes, Niantic might be working on something to better the tracking system and to better meeting up with raids and knowing where raids are, because those 2 things are an issue in the game right now. We need a better way to track Pokemon. Pokestops tracking is horrible. The 3-step tracking was amazing, so maybe they might be able to implement the service to do that again, or we might be able to filter our nearbys with rare Pokemon or common Pokemon. If we could just simply filter our nearbys, we can see what we want to see. That would be great. That'd be the ultimate fix, to be honest. Now, as far as raids go, maybe have an in-game friends list that you can communicate with people in the game and they can pin where raids are and whatnot, and you're known. Like, you know where the raids are, at what time, stuff like that. Or just have a map, an overall layout of map of where you live, like of the world, and we're able to see where those raid spawns actually are and coordinate with our local communities accordingly. Because when stuff like this happens, the entire community just outrages. Well, not the entire community, but a good portion of the community. But because of this, if you actually do have a good community, you always have somebody that's out playing to tell you where the raids are. There's always somebody out playing that can tell you where the rare spawns are. And there's always out somebody playing to tell you where the good IV Pokemon are. So there's still ways to get around these services being down, but if Niantic would just implement something in the game, it would make all of our lives a whole lot easier. Now, I want to hear what you guys think about this. Comment down below. Let's start a discussion. How do you think Niantic could fix these issues in the first place? Also, smash that like button. It really helps me out. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. That's your boy Fitz today. I'm signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next Pokemon Go video.